Hello everyone, thanks for watching. This video is going to be about changing out one of the rear drive shafts that I bent on my X-Maxx. So I already have some of the pieces taken off. This is the bent drive shaft. And let me get that changed out. I just want to make sure everyone knows one of the problems I went through. And one of those problems is I ordered the wrong part. So this is part 7750. This does not work on the 8S X-Maxx. Part 775X does. So I didn't know that at first, and basically one of the main differences between the two is this piece that comes out of the original, came out of my original, it fits in there just fine, but on the 7750 it's about 1.5 to 2 millimeters too thick to fit into this. So this should work just fine though on the 775X, because the 775X is supposed to be for the X-Maxx 8S. So we're gonna get this cut open. I'm going to make sure everything works just fine with it. So this should fit in here, and it does. So that's the problem I had with the 7750. This little part would not fit in it. And now that I've got the right part, it should be as simple as lining this back up into here and getting it all reassembled. So I'm just going to run through that. I know you didn't see me take it apart, but being able to see me put it back together should help anyone who was wondering what it takes to do that. So I'm just reusing the good part that was left out of the original. I didn't need to buy this, although you can buy these. I didn't need to. So I'm going to put this back in. And we have the small pin that fits through this hole. And it should just slide through. So we'll get that in here in just a moment. Hopefully. Here we go. And it's just pushing it through and lining it up. And as you can see, it swings loosely, and this you can push in and out with your finger basically, or a screwdriver, hex wrench, something like this will just push it right on out. So easy enough. So the next part, we'll need to line this up. It's a little bit to work it in, but all in all, not too bad. Have this piece and get the right hex wrench. There we go. If you have an aluminum support arm like I've got here, you need to make sure you've got Loctite on that screw. If you have a plastic one, you don't need it. Now we have these 3 pieces left, and this will go on here. You need to push it out enough. There's a groove that this fits over. As long as you've got this part pushed in enough and this part pushed in that way enough. Part should flip over. Unfortunately, if it opens up and you let it slip, it may do what it just did there, which is fly up and hit me in the head. Once you get all that done, I'll get the tire. Get the tire back on. And get this back on. I have a wrench for that, so I'll tighten it down later. I don't seem to have it. Oh, yeah, I do. Got it here. And that nut that I'm tightening now, you can use Loctite with it as well, as long as it's aluminum part that it's going over. And basically anything that's aluminum to aluminum, if it's a screw involved or threads involved, you can use Loctite just to avoid using it on plastic. And that was basically it. The parts I put back together, you just take them off in reverse order, and now you have a replaced drive shaft. Well, one other thing I replaced that I went ahead and did it. Next time I'll show it in a video. But I had an issue where this piece here on bearings came off, and maybe you can see where it's bent. It came off and was rolling around one of the front drive shafts, and what that ended up allowing was for sand and dirt to get into the bearings, and hopefully it shows up on camera. All that sand and dirt that came out of the bearings, and I still have some in it. I can feel it grinding as that's moving around. That's not good for the bearings to run up against sand like that and grit. So eventually these would have worn out anyway had I not changed them out. But I did change those out. Didn't have any issues with it. First time having to change one out. So I ended up taking part of the bearings apart just to see what it was like. This ring fits on one side, and as you can see the little grooves. Bearing fits in between in the space in between each one. This is very thin metal. It's easy to bend. So to me, trying to repair bearings or clean bearings and repack bearings, if they're these, I'm not going to be doing it. It's just going to be easier for me to buy replacements, $5 or $6 to do the replacement for new ones for a set, and that's for the front, both sides on the front, both sides on the rear, and I get new bearings that are professionally put together, and I don't have to worry about this. I've seen some people pull these apart and try to clean them and repack them, and it's not worth it to me because I'm not very good at it. So in the future, I'll do what I did this time, and in the future, I'll just use bearings from the set that I bought. It comes with an inside and outside bearing for each wheel, so I'll just keep using those. But yeah, that's a lot of sand and dirt just to come out of this. And again, that was due to this coming loose. So this basically just came completely off the bearings and was rolling around the shaft, the drive shaft. So I had that issue, got that repaired, and now that I finally got the drive shaft that I needed, I can get my X-Maxx back out and running. So hopefully tomorrow that'll happen. Just a reminder, 7750 is not for the X-Maxx 8S. 775X is for the X-Maxx 8S. So just be sure you get the right one so you don't waste $15 like I did. At some point in the future, I might. I'm not going to try opening this hole on the one that's too small. What I might do is take that small piece that normally fits in here. I'll probably sand it down with some fine sandpaper. Put it in the jaws of a drill, set it on high speed, and kind of work it down to where I file it down for 1 to 1.5 millimeters, and make sure it fits in there, and then probably reuse this. But this is $15. So basically I spent $15 on something I couldn't use simply because I didn't get the number correct. So don't get that. If you have an X-Maxx 8S, get this, and you'll be happy. You'll save yourself $15 over what I paid, because I paid $15 for this one, the 7750, and I paid $15 for the 7750X. So basically $30 just to get one drive shaft replaced. So hopefully you guys won't run into that problem. But other than that, the X-Maxx is ready to go. I've got everything set on it, and I did a video recently on cleaning the tracks on my TRX4. That's done, and it's ready to go. I've got one thing I need to do on my e-Revo before I can get it back out. I've got an issue where the toe is not set right, and I've got to change the toe and pull it in on one of the wheels. But aside from that, everything's ready for me to take out the X-Maxx, TRX4, and my Slash. Until I can get the toe set on the e-Revo, there's no point in me taking it back out. But I'll get that done, and I'll get that done in the video and upload it so everyone can kind of see how you do that. But aside from that, hopefully I'll have another X-Maxx video coming out soon, as well as a TRX4 video and hopefully a Slash video. Until then, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you haven't commented, please drop a comment below. Constructive comments are always welcome. They help make the channel better. It helps me to see changes I might need to make videos and the channel better. And I appreciate those, and I do read those. So please feel free to drop those in the comment section below. Till next time, have a good day.